first week we had 4 days straight without rain. All right, having said that, we have 108 dirt roads. We have 187.57 miles of dirt roads. We only have 57 actual paved roads. So we have twice as many dirt roads as we do paved roads. Okay, it's not business as usual. None of it's business as usual. We're having to patch roads, we're having to put riprap in holes, we're having to pump out the big water holes, and we're having to pack them the best way we can. It's a slow process, and it's gonna take some time. I have one example, I've got a video, I want to show y'all one example of one of the roads we got, of a rut problem, and we got this all over the county. If you play this one, I'll give you a minute to watch this and I'll explain. As you can see here, after this rain, right after this rain, this logging company came in and started harvesting. You notice we got 3 or 4 foot ruts here. Look at that truck bouncing.
Is that up in Horseshoe?
It is, yes. Now, the only problem with this isn't a quick fix, by no means. By no means. And Paul will tell you, this is a lot of dirt, this is a lot of time, and this is a lot of packing that has to go into something like this when this happens. On this road. And I feel sorry for this woman because on the other side of the road, it's just as bad. I got y'all some pictures for the other side in the pamphlet that y'all have in front of you. But this road right here is gonna take me, estimated probably a week and a half to 2 weeks to fix just this one road. We have 108.
Considering that you all have scraped the road that is beneath the water table of what you cut through. In other words, the roads were actually cut through, just say, a field. Now, the roads is lower than the fields.
Okay.
That's the reason I asked for the engineer to be involved with Chad to get the road back to where it should be.
Yeah, because it's going to do it again because it's actually below the water table of the adjoining field.
That's a very good point. You make a very good point. And then right before this hurricane started coming, I was trying to build up the roads before this landed on me. And then all of it got scratched. The blueprint went away as of that because I got 10 roads that are closed. And I'm having to focus on those 10 roads to get open before I can actually start getting to these roads and start doing what I need to do to them. So we have and just like Bo was saying earlier, we have to get a 5-year plan, not a 5-day plan.
I would suggest that you go over to Lee County because the Lee County can fix roads. Because my road goes from Terrell County to Lee County, and I can step on one side of Lee County and the other side of Terrell, and there's a world of difference because they put sand and built up that road.
Okay.
That's what you're going to have to do. You're not going to be able to fix that with mud. You got to fix it with sand, or you're going to fix it with rock, and you got to build it back up so that the water can go underneath it. On my road, y'all just tore the pipe out the ground. There was an underground pipe on South Point Road.
On South Point?
Yeah, the pipe, I see the pipe is sitting on the side of the road. Y'all done busted the pipe and dug it up. That was taking water underneath the road.
Well, having said that, now y'all's a strong word, okay? I haven't torn out any pipe myself on that road. I'm just saying I will go down there and take a look at it though. And you do have a valid point. Yes, the roads do need to be built up. Yes, we do need to get all the drain pipes the way they need to be. But see, when this happened, when this hurricane happened, it put a stop to everything. We can't get to everybody like we need to get to everybody on just like that. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. That's the reason why I'm standing here telling all y'all this. It's not and Bo said it too, it's not a 5-day plan. It's a 5-year plan. This is gonna be slow. I have 4 crews, 3 motor graders, and an excavator, and 1 loader.
But
Two dump trucks.
But the motivated, them things is what's causing the problem. I've been telling y'all on South Point Road to stop scratching my road. You had rocks down there, then they kept taking it off every year. Take it off, take it off. Now it's down to mud and it's below the side of the fields, and all the water's running in there. It's not like I didn't tell y'all to do it. It doesn't like you didn't know what y'all was doing.
And we didn't even touch South Point this past.
No, I'm talking over the years. They've been scraping those roads, scraping the rocks off the road.
If we could get the meeting back sort of in order, the agenda is for you to present the program right now. You would just tell us what you got going on.
Okay,
Let's
all right.
move forward.
Okay, we have 23 roads that we suggest that you don't go down. Okay, only people that live down the roads and, need to go down these roads. We have 10 roads that are closed. We actually got 2 roads open this week. We put in 4 drain pipes this week, so we are making progress.
Which roads?
It's just, Goose Hollow and, Horse Farm Road. But these roads require that, the pipes, the way I put in pipes, I don't throw 2 loads of dirt on the pipe and go away. I mean, I put 8 loads of dirt and a packet, to make sure it's gonna stay. That wasn't happening before. So, I do it right and then I move on. But it's just gonna take some time.
How do we know what roads not to go down?
Well, we should have them marked. Thank you for bringing that up. We should have them marked. If we don't have them marked, call me or Bo.
And it's in the Dawson. Is it in Dawson?
Yeah, it's in the Dawson News.
I don't read it all the time.
Okay. Or I can get you a list.
Well, the reason I ask is because I live on King Road, on Wardell,
Right.
and someone had closed Wardell Road off and had not let the people on King Road know. And when we got ready to go to Wardell Road, the road was closed off.
Yeah, that was at the
And
end.
that was a big issue,
Yes.
and I called the superintendent
Yeah.
of public works,
Yeah.
and I did not get satisfactory
Okay.
answer.
Okay, well, to be honest with you, they didn't exactly, I had to take that tape down because they didn't exactly do what I told
No,
them
you
to do.
didn't take it down, my husband and I.
Well, my guys were standing there when your
I took
husband took
pictures.
the tape. Yeah, he told me he was standing there when he took it down. But yeah, I mean, we apologize for anything that was, we're just trying to help, is what we're trying to do. Right now, we can't help everybody the way we want to help them, but I promise you one thing, we will get to.
But you at least need, I think the citizens need to know that the road is being closed before you actually close it.
Yeah.
Not close, just like, putting someone in a cage
Oh, I understand.
and they can't come
Well,
in.
I sent David down to talk to you before we actually did that, and he was supposed to tell you that, but apparently he didn't. Okay. But I sent him down there before we even did anything to talk to you. Okay. All right. Yes, sir.
About 3, maybe 4 years ago, when I was coming back and forth complaining about South Point, I went and researched the EPA standards for maintaining dirt roads and brought that to the county. The problem is that the prisoners or whoever was doing the work never received any kind of instruction. If someone had just taken the time to supervise or tell them what to do and how to do it, it would not have gotten to this point. Now, the other thing I briefly want to say is that, I don't know why the prisoners have to be used, but if they're gonna be used, we need to train them. Now, I have on W.B. Johnson that intersects with Eastern Trail, people that live past us on W.B. Johnson, I have had to pick up a young white female walking in the mud to get home for 2.5 hours with prisoners out there working. Now, you all don't know what kind of danger you're putting people in. So I would appeal to you to please hurry up and do whatever you can to get these roads passable. We just happen to have a neighbor who's kind enough to let us cut a road through his property to get around some areas that are too bad for us to get out. Now, if an emergency happens, something terrible could happen, and there could be a lot of lawsuits against this county for just not being able to maintain roads.
Well, I mean, I appreciate that, but the reality is, the dry down time for being able to work on the roads at least 2 days before you can do anything. And
I
for 36
understand.
days, we've been shut down. And no matter what efforts are being made by anybody, all we can do is what we've done so far. They are working diligently now to try to correct it, and I agree, probably in the past, there's been some things that could have been better done with the road. Is one of the reasons we hired Chad, because he's got the engineering background and the background of doing these things, and I think we're on the right path, but we still need some dry weather to be able to make it happen, because without it, it's sort of like the farmers wanting to harvest their cotton crop. You can talk about it all day long, and you can say somebody's not diligent or not, but that's not the truth. They can't get in the field. And every time they think they're ready, another rain comes. We've had the same thing happen with
I
these roads.
understand.
And if we had the best equipment in the world and 10,000 people to work, we still wouldn't be able to get in there, because we cannot work it in the shape of the wetness of it. I mean, we're just stuck. But we are trying, and I do appreciate your concern, and we're not trying to leave people hanging out there. We're not. Okay, let's move on to page 22 through 30. It's the Lincoln